Mad Alliance was howling against Joe, aka Mad Joe up C. This is going to be my reaction interview for Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, episode 20. Kick back, chillax. Let's get it.
Hello, Edward. You appear to have grown some. I spoke with Pinocchio. You tried human transmutation.
What makes you think you can show up like this?
And you bring up
There's
that.
nothing left for you here anymore.
I noticed. Tell me, Edward, what possessed you to burn down my home?
After what happened, we vowed to never turn back. We did it as a symbol of our resolve.
No, you didn't. You were hiding the memory. You ran away, and you know it.
Inside, I'm jumping because of hype.
You don't know a damn thing! You make me sick to my stomach.
Yeah, you left. You're the one who left.
He's exactly like I was when I was his age. Pinocchio. The life form my son's transmuted. Are you positive that it was Trisha?
Huh?
Did you notice the eye color or the hair color?
What are you
What are you
saying?
trying to get at? Are you telling me that that wasn't even Trisha? For all that those boys sacrificed, you're saying that thing they created wasn't even their mother?
Whoa.
This body, it's like a time bomb. Barry mentioned something, and it made me realize that any type of body is incompatible with a foreign soul. Pairing them together, the body will eventually reject it. It could happen tomorrow, or 10 years from now, but it's inevitable that it will.
Oh no!
So eventually our souls
Now we've
just...
got to get you back in your regular body.
Well, hold on. If it's about to give out on you, couldn't you just transfer your soul into some other object? Because if that's the case, then for the time being, well, you're impervious to pain and you don't have to eat. It sounds like a great deal to me.
No,
What
it's
is it?
not.
You don't know what you're talking about. Sorry.
Winry?
Give it back! You have to give my brother his body back! He's the only family I have! I won't let you take it!
Take it? Do you even know what you're saying? You're the one who tossed his body aside and put him in that armor, aren't you, Alchemist?
It's true. You and I are exactly the same.
I do not want to see this mother again.
We make monsters.
Edward, why did you leave me here like this?
Whoa.
Get out of bed already. Your father's about to head out.
Tense dream. What's the shovel for?
You're not really gonna dig it up, are you, Ed?
He's gonna dig up a grave.
Why don't we go back?
No. My stumps are aching from the weather. It's about to rain. Let's just hurry and do this.
Ah.
Granny, Mom's hair was a light chestnut color. This is black.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid this isn't your mother, Ed.
They didn't kill their mom. Whoa.
And that's it. It really is impossible to bring the dead back to life.
Edward, now listen to me. You've got to get a hold of yourself.
I'm okay, Granny. It's okay. From the moment I made this thing, it's been the symbol of my despair. Not anymore. Now it's an emblem of hope. Al can be returned to normal.
Curtis residence. I didn't expect this. You never call.
Yeah. I need to ask you something, teacher. The thing is, what Al and I transmuted, it wasn't actually our mother.
What is this, Ed? What are you trying to tell me?
I'm sorry to ask you this, but the child you transmuted, are you sure that it was your child that you brought back?
Heading back to Central already, are you?
Yeah, Al's probably mad at me. I'm gonna have plenty of explaining to do. What the hell?
I'm sorry, brother.
What? How are you this beat up?
Al's been doing his own
What the hell
stuff.
are you doing here?
Eating a delicious dinner.
Seriously, how did this happen to you?
Al's been doing his own stuff too.
The homunculus and bury the chopper. And just to throw a cherry on top, you find out your body might reject your soul. I'm gonna have to extend what little you have left of your armor. I've got to tell you something. I dug up the body that we transmuted in Resin Bowl.
What? Why would you do that?
Because, Al, I found out that the thing we buried wasn't really our mother.
But, hold on a minute. Then that means...
The thing we made? I don't know what, but it was something completely different.
But if it wasn't, then what happened to me?
That's just it. This has actually convinced me we can return you to normal.
Ed, are you sure?
Yeah. I pulled you out, Al. I actually did it. I know it was only your soul, but that's just it. If I was able to pull that much of you out, then I've got a hunch that your body's still in there, and I can pull it out.
Okay.
You think my body's still in the portal? Existing separately from my soul? After the portal, I remember looking at you from inside that thing. The thing we thought was Mom.
You were inside of it? That thing was you?
That was...
I guess so. But my soul didn't bind. It must have rejected me right away. So that means we didn't harm anyone else's soul after all.
Mr. Elric, you have a telephone call from Izumi Curtis.
I did some research. Sig and I looked up our family lines. And well... The child that I transmuted, it couldn't... It didn't have a single physical trait that could have come from us. You're onto something, aren't you?
Yes. I've come to the conclusion that death is permanent.
All this time, I thought that I must have missed something. But it was impossible to do in the first place.
Death is something you just can't reverse.
Ed.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Brother, I've met other people who weren't exactly human, but they still managed to live their lives with a purpose. And even in this body, it hasn't stopped other people from treating me like I'm still human. This body could reject me anytime, but it's the same with being human. You never know when you might get sick or die in an accident.
Yeah.
So I can still get by like this. I can live a somewhat
It's actually the
normal
same
life,
thing.
and that's how I've managed to keep going. But now, I can't take it anymore. I can't take all the nights by myself. It's too lonely, and that's why I have to get back to normal.
And you're going to.
I'm not trying to...
We'll knock that truth jerk on his butt, and then we're gonna pull your body right out of that place.
Yeah!
Huh? That's weird. Have his shoulders always been so broad?
Man, at the end, I see why I mean, not just this episode, previous episode, Hugh's death, Ross, who I thought died, now, stuff with Alphonse, you know, man, I see why some of you guys call this Fullmetal. I'm gonna start calling it Fullmetal Alchemist 2 sometimes. I see why you guys call it that, because it has a lot of feels. Now, this episode was mainly just revelations. There was no action or anything whatsoever. It was, and I'm kind of glad that we get a cool down from last episode, which was pretty much action the entire way through. This episode was pretty much just revelations, or just a revelation. There's really only one thing to talk about that happened this episode, and that was, and I don't know how Hohenheim would know this, because he wasn't there when they tried to transmutate their mom back to life. He wasn't there, so I don't know how I don't know, but basically they didn't transmutate their mom. It was Al. So what happened, so they did this, if this is my summary of how it all went down, the whole transmutation thing, if this is right. They tried to transmutate their mom. Then that Al got sucked into this thing, you know, and he saw the truth. The truth took Al's body, so it's still there. Then Al's soul was in the body that they tried to transmutate, that they thought was their mom. But it wasn't their mom, it was Al. And the body couldn't survive. So Al's soul was put into the armor. And Al's body's still in the whole truth thing. And their mom is dead, because that wasn't their mom, and that was just a body. And that's what happened. Right? That's my summary of how it all went down. Am I correct? Fill me in, or fill in any puzzle pieces that I may have gotten wrong. I might have gotten something wrong, so let me know. Correct me on anything that I got wrong. But that's my summary of how the whole entire transmutation thing went down, now knowing everything that I know so far. So they didn't kill their mom the second time, and so teacher didn't kill her child at all. So that's all good. But I'm still just curious of how Hohenheim was able to come to the conclusion that, are you sure that they killed their mom? Because he wasn't even there for it. You know, he wasn't there whatsoever. And now Hohenheim is gone off doing whatever, and I still have a theory. I have a theory because at the end of near the end of episode 14, I'm not even going to say the theory. You guys already know what I'm thinking. Because where has he been all this time? Okay? Where has he been all this time? Why did father have blonde hair? Okay? I guess I'll find out soon if I'm correct. So he's gone, and now they believe that they actually don't need the Philosopher's Stone to get. I guess that's what they come to a conclusion of. They now don't need the stone, or they still need the stone to do the act that they want to perform. You know, the whole, basically, so Al, when he was in the truth, he was grabbing his own hand. So Ed thinks that he can go in there and grab Al's body and pull it out. So I guess they're saying they still need the Philosopher's Stone though to do that. So the hunt for the Philosopher's Stone is still on, and this makes me think of something. So Lust had not a fake, but an unfinished Philosopher's Stone, because I learned a while back that incomplete Philosopher's Stones are basically the ones that break, but a complete one assumingly doesn't break. So what Lust had was an incomplete Philosopher's Stone. That doesn't have any correlation or anything to do with this episode, but I just wanted to bring that up because it's something that I thought of. So yeah, now their goal is to, I guess, still get the Philosopher's Stone and use it to go inside the truth thing and to pull Al's body back through. And yeah, his the same thing that was happening with Barry, I guess, that same thing could happen to Al, where his soul, you know, rejects the armored body. That can happen at any time. But like Al said, I mean, it's the same thing with us humans. You know, you never know. One day I could just get terribly sick and croak. Yeah. So it's like the same thing, you know. So I mean, you never know what can happen to us. So yeah, but I hope that they get their bodies back. Well, I hope that Ed gets his limbs back. I mean, personally, I think Automel would actually be pretty cool, but I understand why you want to have a actual limb. You know, it's just nothing like it. You know, another fantastic episode, and what's 64 divided by 3? 20. Wait, okay. This is basic math. 64. Can 64 be divided by 3? Okay, 20 times 3 is 60. 21 times 3 is 63. And I don't think 64 can be divided by 3. My point, what I'm trying to say is I'm like almost right at being just 1/3 of the way done with the whole entire show. So I have like 2 whole entire thirds left. So I got a lot more to go, which I'm happy about, because when it's over, it's going to be the same thing with some other anime. I'm going to be wishing I was able to see it for the first time again from you can watch it again. In some moments, it'll still be hype, but it's never as hype as that very, very, very first moment that you see it. Examples, perfect examples. All Might versus All for One, season 2, episode 6 of Attack on Titan, with the reveal that Rainer and Bert, the armored Titan, when they transform, the whole epic scene. You know, it's still epic and you still get feels when you watch it, but it's nothing like that first time. That first time is just grandiose. This is my reaction and review for not seasons. There aren't really seasons in Fullmetal. This is my reaction and review for Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood episode 20. If y'all enjoyed my video, let me know what you thought. Links are on my social media will be down below in the description box. Smash the like button. Share this video with anyone you feel enjoy. If you are new around here and you like what you see, tap the subscribe button and ding dong the notification bell to join the Mad Alliance on our journey to 100,000 subscribers. My name is Joe, aka Mad Joe FC. I hope y'all have a marvelous day. Mad out. Mad. Strong. Together.